Hi everyone, welcome to all CAT 2020 and CAT 2021 aspirants to this very important session to start your preparations, that is the books and materials that you need to refer to for CAT 20, CAT 2021 preparations. So of course the very first thing that everybody looks at when you're starting your preparations is what are sources, what are books, materials, resources they need to make use of in their preparation journey, and that is exactly what we'll be talking about in today's session. This is something that a lot of you keep asking me through various forums, and that is why I thought, being a cabinet percentiler myself, it's something that I should definitely share with each and every one of you. So we want the session to be as interactive as possible, so I request everybody to kindly use the chat window as actively as possible for asking questions. So make use of the chat window, make use of the comment section, both of these, so that the session is as interactive as possible. Second thing that is very important is kindly share this session link in various CAT preparation groups and forums. So share the session link in various groups and forums so that more and more people can be part of today's free session. We are discussing the books and materials. More and more people can be part of this, watching this video. Also, in case any one of you, even after the session, have any queries regarding your CAT preparation, you can reach out to me at the following number with respect to your queries on your CAT preparation or with respect to my Unacademy Plus courses or the Unacademy Plus CAT subscription. So all of you can reach out to me freely at this number. This is a brief about myself. And at the start itself, I wanted to inform all of you about a couple of CAT courses that are running by me, the Plus courses. So we've started with a new batch of logical reasoning in the month of April. So do make sure that you're being part of this batch. So we have successive batches of DI, LR and so on being running. Currently a new batch of LR has started in the month of April. Do make sure that all of you are attending each and every session as part of the new batch. Remember, these courses is part of the Ultimate Score Booster Unacademy Plus course. It's designed to give yourselves a plus 20-25 mark score boost in your DILR section in CAT. To be a part of this course, you need to be part of the Unacademy Plus CAT subscription, and you can use the discount code Nilanjan.yt while subscribing. Note, it's not just the LR batch that is running, we have strategy courses running, and of course, the most important course for CAT 2020 and CAT 2021, that is the Perfect Score batch. So a lot of you have this hope and aspirations of making it to top B school like ABC, making it to the top percentile like CAT 100 percentile and so on. So what better than getting CAT 100 percentilers mentoring you in the CAT Perfect Score batch for CAT 2020. It will be running for 8 more long months all the way till mid of November. And this is a course that is covering all the 3 sections, VRC, DLR and Quants. And we are starting right from the basics all the way till advanced topics. So do make sure that everybody is attending every session live as part of the Perfect Score batch. Given it's an 8-month long course, either subscribe to the 12-month CAT subscription or preferably the 24-month CAT subscription. As you can see, the 24-month CAT subscription is available at 75% off. And further, to get the 75% off and even more discounts, you have to use the discount code Nilanjan.yt while subscribing. As you know, I am a candidate percentiler, so to be a part of all these courses, be it the LR course, be it the strategy courses, be it the Perfect Score batch, everything is combined as part of one subscription. That is either a 12-month or a 24-month subscription. Use the discount code Nilanjan.yt while subscribing. After using the discount code, you have to share a screenshot at 810-2126-799 so that I add you to the courses so that you do not miss out a single class live and you get notifications whenever there is an upcoming Unacademy Plus batch or course or a session. So make sure that all of you are subscribing for a 12-month, 24-month subscription as soon as possible using the discount code Nilanjan.yt and sharing a screenshot at this number. These are the plus features that are there and how you can utilize it during this given period. So how do you get the discount? You either subscribe to the 12-month or the 24-month subscription from here. Then here in the referral code section is where you need to enter the code Nilanjan.yt. Everything will be accepted anywhere in capitals, whether you write in small or so on. Write Nilanjan.yt, click on apply, it will say apply successfully, and then the discount will be processed and the price will be reduced and you can check out. Do make sure that all of you are subscribing as soon as possible before we start our next class, which is on Tuesday at 7 p.m. So on that note, let's get started with CAT 2021 books and materials. Of course, most of you have your Dream B schools in the background of this slide. So we'll go section by section. As you know, there are 3 sections in CAT. The starting section is the VARC section. So for VARC section, what are the verbal books that you can refer to? So the best book for the VARC section would be the one by McGraw-Hill Education. That is the book written by Arun Sharma and Meenakshi ma'am. So they together have written this book, and this is probably the best book that you can refer to. Other than that, for RC, a lot of you tend to read from the Aeon, which is another decent source that you can refer to. For the grammar portion, the best way to revise is indeed the Wren and Martin, because that is the best way to recap and revise all your grammar concept. It's important in CAT, but it's even more important in your other MBA exams like XAT, IIFT, SNAP and NMAT, where these topics become very, very crucial, both grammar as well as vocabulary, which includes word power made easy. So word power made easy is something which is very important for vocabulary. It's not important for CAT, but it is very important for your OMETs. And since most of you will be appearing not just for CATs, but also for exams like XAT, SNAP, IIFT, NMAT and so on, make sure that you're looking at that seriously as well. Along with that, for vocabulary, flashcards is also something that is useful. But what is most important in VRC is that out of 34 questions, 24 are on RCs. So that brings us to the next important point: how do you increase your verbal reading habits? So when it comes to verbal reading habits, read more of storybooks and novels, that is fiction and non-fiction. Reason why I'm saying this is because it will help you get habituated to understanding and comprehending the sequence in which an author communicates a passage. Not only does it help you in RCs, but also in areas like para completion or para summary, it will help you understand the sequence in which a paragraph is written. Even more important than storybooks and novels is the concept of reading editorials of newspapers like the Hindu or the Times of India. Why? Because there the author writes passages in a logical sequence. He introduces a topic, he talks about it in a few paragraphs, and then he gives his opinion on the topic. So those will help you understand the opinion of the author, what the author is trying to say, so it will help you solve questions which are talking about what does the author imply when he says this, or questions like the theme of a passage, tone of the author, and so on. Now, when you're reading such books or editorials, one of the important things is you'll find words that you do not understand. And the moment you encounter such a word, checking up the thesaurus, that is, meaning of the word, synonyms of the word, antonyms of the word, is very important so that you can automatically build on your vocabulary, you can automatically build on new words and your understanding of similar words. Also, sometimes when you're continuously reading storybooks now in editorials, what might happen after some time is, even if you did not understand a particular word, you might be able to read the sentence and be able to get an guidance on approximately what could be the meaning of a particular word, and even that portion is very, very important. So reading habits is a must for everybody. The other thing that is interesting is, over the years I've seen a lot of aspirants who have very good reading habits benefiting in multiple ways. And one of the biggest ways is that they end up getting passages common in CAT. And imagine if somebody gets a passage common in the CAT VRC section because he's so well read that automatically he's at a 5-6 minutes advantage compared to all the other aspirants, and that automatically enables him to answer the few extra questions that might end up giving him a 10 marks lead over the rest of the aspirants. Because remember, a lot of times the passages are lifted from excerpts, from editorials and so on, so automatically it increases your chances of reading similar as well as sometimes the exact same passage. Of course, along with that, what is very important is attending the verbal live classes with CAT toppers on Unacademy Plus. So that includes both the Plus courses as well as the special classes. Taking those sessions seriously, including I'll sometimes discuss some of the sessions on verbal in my special classes and one or two session strategy on my Plus as well. Do make sure that you're attending all those sessions, that you're learning the best of tips and tricks on how do you crack particular areas. The next thing is, what do you practice on a day-to-day basis as far as VARC is concerned? So 2 RCs daily is a must, with analysis, one being easy on the easier side, one being on the moderate to difficult side. But when you're giving an RC, make sure that you're giving yourself exactly 10 minutes to go through the passage, go through the questions and solve it. In 10 minutes, you should have been done with solving the entire RC. After you're done with 10 minutes of solving the RC, 10 more minutes of analysis. So 10 minutes of solving, 10 minutes of analysis of each RC is what you need. What is important is, when you're handling the analysis, make sure you're handling the solutions well, which is why a very strong recommended source is, if you have access to past year, current year mocks, RC passages, that will be a very good source. Also what that does is, automatically any mock would involve diverse type of passages, be it in terms of genre as well as in terms of level of difficulty. So both get sorted. If you look at the 5 passages that are there in a particular mock, you'll find some are easy, some are moderate, some are difficult. At the same time, the type of questions in passages are different, as well as they're from diverse areas. One could be from psychology, one could be from sociology, one could be from science and technology, one could be in economics, and so on. So automatically diverse in that LOD part gets taken care of. So 2 RCs daily from now till CAT would mean at least 400 plus RCs done by the time it is CAT, and that is a job well done. Along with that, what you need to do is 15 VA questions twice a week. So when I say 15 VA questions, it's important that it is spread across the areas like para completion, para summary, odd one out, para jumbles. These are accounting for a bulk, maybe 10 to 12 out of the 15, and the rest 3-4 could be one odd questions from the other area that would be tested earlier in CAT but not so frequently in recent times, either like fill in the blanks, FIJs, sentence correction and so on. So these aren't very frequent in recent years but were important at an earlier point of time. So with that we've discussed the entire verbal component. So any questions, anybody on verbal before we move forward to the next section? So next we'll move on to the make or break section in CAT, which is the Diala section. Why this make or break? If you look at CAT toppers over the years, they've mostly been Diala sectional toppers as well. And in fact, the biggest success story as part of my CAT topper experience was the fact that I was a Diala topper as well. Because this is the section wherein the differences in marks is the highest between aspirants, because of the fact that the Diala section is a challenging section, which is usually across the last 5 years has been a moderate to difficult level of difficulty. So as far as books are concerned, again for the McGraw-Hill Education series, the best books would be DI by Arun Sharma and LR by Arun Sharma. What is especially important in these two books is practicing the LOD3 type sets, which is very important for CAT. Given that CAT has a tendency of discussing moderate to difficult and a few very difficult sets, having done this awkward challenging type DILR sets from the LOD3 in Arun Sharma would be really beneficial. Other than Arun Sharma, going for a book by Nishit Sinha on LR and DI would be another advantageous thing that most of you can look at. Either of these two books will help, but my personal thing is, if you can do LOD3 from Arun Sharma, that would be a really icing on your cake as far as your DILR preparations are concerned. The next thing is, what are the things you need to do as far as regular DILR habits are concerned? And one of the most important things is solving caselets in a time-bound fashion of 10 to 12 minutes. Ideally, every Unacademy Plus CAT student is expected to attempt greater than or equal to 6 sets, preferably 7 or 8 sets in 1 hour. Which automatically means if you attempt greater than or equal to 6 sets in 1 hour, your average time per set is less than 10 minutes per set. So that is your ceiling limit. For starters, if you are just starting your preparation, up to giving a grace of up to 12 minutes is fine. But in a month or two, you should be down to solving every set in within 10 minutes. You have to mark the answers and leave. And this revolves around the two-way approach. One is understanding the structured approach to sets. A lot of times in DILR they give you unstructured data. Approaching that in a much more structured fashion is what can help you solve sets quicker and easily. Because the biggest challenge that aspirants face is in understanding when you approach a set, how do you do the initial starting? And that is where going by a structured approach is very handy in maximum sets. The next thing is understanding whenever you are getting stuck in the set. The biggest problem with structured approaches, it works in a lot of sets, but sometimes it might not click to you and you might get stuck. When you're getting stuck in a set, especially in the set is challenging in nature, how do you leverage the question and options to your advantage? Because remember, you have 4 questions, each having 4 options, and the total of 4 into 4, 16 additional clues. How do you leverage the 16 additional clues in the set is what is very important as far as DILR is concerned. The next thing is what you need to do for DILR practice on a day-to-day basis. So 2 DILR sets daily, that would mean 400 plus DILR sets by the time you're encountering CAT with analysis. Preferably one on the moderate side, one on the difficult side, and the best source would be past year marks in addition to the books that I've already mentioned about. Having said that, in case you have materials of any one of the leading CAT coaching institute like IMS Times, CL, if you have the books of materials, those can also suffice for each of these sections. But make sure that you're taking sets daily, 2 sets daily, and in a time-bound fashion. It's not that you're giving yourself 15, 20, 25 minutes to solve the set, 10 minutes, and 10 minutes is your upper limit. At max, if you're starting your preparation, 12 minutes grace is fine, but within that, soon you've got to downgrade it to the 10-minute mark. So past year mocks are available if you enroll for it. Also on Unacademy Plus, you get a lot of mocks, so you can access those mocks which you're not using immediately, and you can use them in a time-bound fashion after a certain period. Also, what they do is in a lot of these institutes for the mocks, they include the past year mocks questions as part of sectional tests and so on. So you can use those if you're subscribing now. Also, you can use those as sources to prepare from. Finally, the most important thing as far as live classes, make sure that you're attending each and every live class for DLR being conducted by me, Nilanjan Dutta. As you know, I'm a CAT overall as well as a DLR 100 percentiler. The reason for this is very simple. There have been a number of occasions where students who would attempt 3 sets maybe in CAT earlier in 1 year's time of doing this intensive coaching for this DLR on Unacademy Plus, they managed to scale all the way to attempting 7 sets, some even 8 sets in CAT in DLR the next year. And suddenly you end up finding students who score less than 20 in DLR moving on to the 99.99 percentile mark as well. Imagine if a student is scoring less than 20 in DLR, the following CAT, if you go there to score 99.99 percentile in DLR, it automatically reflects the upward trend that he has seen. And that is where the beauty of the structured approaches as well as the question of the approaches lie. So do make sure that all of you are attending each and every session live for DLR by me. As you know, I'm a CAT and as well as a DLR 100 percentiler. So all those who want to discuss anything about DLR can ping me at this number for any doubts regarding the DLR or the DLR Unacademy Plus DLR courses. So this is the batch I was talking about. So a number of batches which run around the year. Currently we've just started with a new batch on LR. Do make sure you're attending every session live, and this is very important. Attend the sessions live. Do not just watch the video recording. Even though the video recordings are available, try to watch them live. They are for your advantage. And based on past trends, this course can give you around a plus 20-25 marks boost in your CAT preparations. So how do you access it? Go for a 12-month or a 24-month subscription. The 24-month subscription is available currently at 75% off and is much cheaper. Make sure to use the discount code nilanjan.yt and you're sharing a screenshot of having used the discount code while subscribing at the following number. That will make sure that you're added to all the DLR courses, all the DLR batches that will be coming over the next 12 months or 24 months as you subscribe, including the Perfect Score batch for CAT 2020, which is an initiative to give wings to your CAT 100 percentile dreams. Note, this course is going to be covering all the 3 sections, VRC, DLR and Quants, and this is going to be running all the way till November mid. Use the discount code nilanjan.yt while subscribing and send a screenshot that you've subscribed using the discount code nilanjan.yt at the following number to be immediately added to these live classes and all the other sessions. So any questions on DLR? Bratin, you can reach out at this number. Have you already subscribed to Unacademy Plus? You can ping me at this number. Yes, Rahul, there are courses for CR. As you can see, this Perfect Score batch is covering all the 3 sections. There are courses for CR, there are courses for non-CAT exam like OMETs as well. So everything is covered, Rahul. Just make sure you're subscribing for a 12-month or a 24-month CAT subscription and you're sharing the screenshot at this number. Any other questions, anybody? And do not forget to use the code Nilanjan.yt while subscribing. The next one is talking about quants books. The quants books, why the best book is definitely again the one by McGraw Education, which is part of the McGraw Education suite. That is Arun Sharma's book. But other than that, you can also look at Quantum Cat by Sarvesh Verma and the Quants book by Rajesh Balasubramanian. So all these 3 are pretty decent books. Having said that, in case you are a non-engineer, I would say stick to Arun Sharma and do not go for Sarvesh Verma or Rajesh Sir's book, because this is probably the easiest for those of you to start with. Once you come up to a certain level, you can move on to these 2 books. For starters, I would say Arun Sharma is the best. But once those of you are already at a decent level as far as quants is concerned, both Sarvesh Verma and Rajesh Sir's book is equally good, if not better, for those in quants are already considerably in place. Again, it's my personal opinion on respect to the books. Y'all can see which one suits y'all. Other than that, for those of you who have not been in touch with maths since class 10, it would be good if you can revise class 9 to 12 NCERT books for quants, for maths. So what that will do is that'll make up for that bridge that you need regarding having been out of touch with your class 9 to 12 maths syllabus. What are the things you can do for quants habits is concerned? Doing calculations faster in your day-to-day life activities is a must. The more you solve Sudoku and numbers-based puzzles, it will help you not just for quants, but also for the DLR section. And the other thing that is very important and something that I follow religiously in my quants live classes is stress on concepts. Do not just rely blindly on formulas, because the biggest challenge with formulas and theorems is you may not even remember each and every detailed formula and theorem when the actual exam comes. So it's more about relying on concepts so that whatever happens, whatever situation, you can solve right from the basics. A lot of time what happens is formulas come with caveats like it's applicable in certain cases, not applicable in certain cases, which is something that people do not know. So blindly relying on formulas is not a wise idea. Do make sure that you're attending each and every session as part of the Quants live classes by me, Nilanjan Dutta, candidate person Tyler. Each and every session takes place on Saturday and Sunday at 10 a.m. So the suitable timings for everybody to attend the Quants live classes on Saturday and Sunday, every Saturday and Sunday at 10 a.m. on Unacademy Plus. So what do you do as far as day-to-day practice for quants? Minimum 10. If you can increase this number to 15, that would be very good. Questions daily from a given quants topic. Make sure that you're doing a particular topic for 2 consecutive days so that you're getting a grasp of having done 25 to 30 questions over the 2 days. And then on weekends, make sure that you're doing 15 miscellaneous topic quants in addition to the regular topic based quants. Also again, for quants as well, the best sources past year mock, because they've given you a good spread of questions across topics, including what is very important in quants, that is mixed concepts, That is, in case they combine a question on time, speed and distance with a geometry concept, that is what is very important compared to just going topic by topic where it's a single topic specific questions. Again, in quants, as you might have seen in recent years, around 15 odd questions every year in CAT out of 34 in each slot can be done using the 30 seconds to 1 minute approaches. And that is where the beauty of my Unacademy Plus live classes lie. You will be getting to master these 30 seconds to 1 minute approaches, something that we stress on a lot, and which is where we end up seeing every year when we are doing the analysis of CAT, we end up seeing a difference of 25 to 30 marks between the bright students as far as who are non-Unacademy Plus versus those who are Unacademy Plus students. So do make sure you're attending every session live as part of the Perfect Score batch for CAT 2020. Every Saturday, Sunday at 10 a.m. and all the way till mid of November, which is quite some time away. So go for the 12-month or a 24-month subscription. The 24-month subscription is available at 75% off. Use the discount code Nilanjan.yt while subscribing. IMI Bhubaneswar is decent if you believe that giving further attempts at CAT is not required, not worthwhile, is not going to help you, then yes, you can go for it. But if you believe that you can give CAT again and you can get 85 plus percentile, then I would recommend you to give CAT again. But if you believe that 85 plus is impossible in CAT 2020, then IMI Bhubaneswar is a decent college. So any other questions, anybody? But make sure that whatever you're doing, you're sharing the screenshot of having subscribed using discount code Nilanjan.yt at the number 810212679 so that you get added to all these courses, the Perfect Score batch for CAT 2020, the DILA courses, the strategy courses, each and every one of them. This is giving you the details of the plus features that are available. So this is where you go, you select the 12-month or the 24-month subscription. Here in the referral code section, you enter the code Nilanjan.yt, everything in capital, click on apply, you'll see applied successfully, the price will reduce, and you can check out. And then as I said, share the screenshot at this number. So any other questions, anybody, as far as books and materials? So hope to see all of you during the Unacademy Plus live classes and hope to play a key role in your CAT 2020 or CAT 2021 journey. On that note, thank you everybody and happy learning.